YouTube, we are back again on this awesome, beautiful day. Welcome to Real Malfunctions channel, where this channel helps basically heal past trauma and other crap. Breaking trauma and healing, that's what it's about, okay? The last video we talked about how to basically get into a flow, right? No, we didn't. That was the last video before that. The video before this one, we talked about anxiety, 5 tips that I can help with anxiety attacks. And some of them, like I said, were unorthodox, but a lot of them work, if not all of them worked for me at some point in my life. And you know, today we're just going to talk about what can help with those anxieties. You know, like a thing that I found out when I was having those anxieties is I was literally thinking, I was thinking only about myself, but I was thinking about how everything can go bad. And then it overwhelms my body. And then my body reacts by saying we're under attack, like, you know, anxiety attack, panic attacks. And meditation helps with this. By far, meditation helps with that. But today we're just going to talk about how we can help with that a little bit more. And we're going to just talk about self-love. Why self-love is important, right? To help balance your emotions. That's what it's going to be. It's why self-love is important to balance your emotions. And self-love is a journey in itself. I remember growing up, I used to have more love for other people instead of myself, and I was so worried about what they thought and not what I cared about myself that it dictated what I would do to them. It altered my thoughts, and it altered the way that I perceived them and myself. And if people would know that you have more power in your body than you give yourself credit for, and I'm not talking about like 3D realm shit, guys. I'm talking about like metaphysical shit, like we're energy, we're frequencies, and we're vibrations. If you've ever heard anybody saying, oh, I get a bad vibe from them, that's because you're picking up whatever they're putting out in the ether. There's so much free energy around us. All right. And so our bodies are energy. It's what it is. And energy is not created or destroyed. It's just there and it's transferred. So if you know that, then you know that this world is more than what we see and what we feel and what we hear. It's way more than that. It's way more than your 5 senses. And self-love is just something that I think self-love comes with time, especially if you were abused as a kid, and especially if you were like neglected, or if you had serious depression issues as a kid. I remember I write raps and stuff. So I remember I wrote this one rap. It was towards my mom. And it was pretty interesting to say the least. And I think it goes something like this. It's diamonds and gold is not what I wanted. Simple affection rejected. Type attention won't accept it. Missing a mother's loving and affection. Feeling neglected. Picked up a pen for depression. Coping from antidepressants. A nigga stay stressing like, how in the fuck were you gonna let me go? Fighting with myself, trying to kill what you bestowed. Wanna give back to those after losing hope. God saved me when many others went home. Crazy when you really sit and think about the growth. Learn how to love and give to my soul. Depression came in, had to fight that shit alone. And I forgave my fucking self. Shit, it's been a long road. That's what I wrote in a song. And that shit in itself, self-love is the most powerful thing. Once you've learned self-love, I feel like all the other emotions, I feel like detachment from other people and from things. I feel like confidence in yourself, in your energy, in your well-being, your perspective, your paradigms. I feel like it's an unfuckwittable attitude that you get. You know what I mean? Like, I've lost so many people on this road, so many people. And do I care? To a certain extent. I used to care so much. I used to care so much to the point where shit would bother me. Like, I would literally have to be blowing these people up, calling them nonstop. And then I found out, I found out what those people really were thinking. And it wasn't growth. It wasn't growth at all. It wasn't growth at all. And so when you start recognizing that people aren't growing, and then you recognize that the things you learned are the same things that they're going through, it's interesting, man. But the thing is that the only difference is you did something about it and they don't. That's the only difference. And if you keep doing those kind of things where it's like you recognize your shit and they don't, I have another video about that. You know, letting go of friends that no longer serve a purpose in your life, or what's the traits of a toxic friendship. You guys can go watch those videos as well, but they give you tips and tricks on how to identify those people. But right now we're talking about self-love, and you have to have some kind of self-love in order to let those kind of people go. Because if you don't love yourself, those kind of people are going to drag you down with them. And it's facts. It's as simple as that. You know, it's crazy. I wanted to hit up one of my best friends that I haven't talked to maybe since the beginning of this year. Maybe like March, April. And I wanted to hit him up. And I couldn't bring myself to hit him up. But I did one thing. So I used to have a Facebook. I don't anymore, but I did one thing, and I checked Facebook. And I was just like, let me just see what this man's doing, you know, just to see if it's, you know, he has something else going on in his life. And he didn't. And it hurt me even more to look at that and see that he doesn't have anything else going on. And it's kind of relieving as well, because it's like, at least you trusted your gut, Mal, and you got out of there. So it's a win-win, you know. I've learned this. I only like to help people who like to help themselves. You know, I'm tired sometimes of helping those people who know they gotta change, but still are in their habits, and they have a lot of demons they gotta fight. Like, everybody got demons and battles they gotta fight. And I'm not trying to fight nobody else's. Like, my shits were hard enough, and I don't want nobody else to help me fight my shits. You know what I mean? There's a balance. So I don't want you to be right there with me to be like, yeah, go ahead, Malachi. I don't want you to cheer me on. I can cheer myself on. I got this, right? But the thing that I did need help with was being able to realize that I got this. And so that's what I'm trying to do for you guys, is to give you guys the tools to realize that you got this. Because if you get there, that's where I'm at. I got this. and we're just gonna keep pushing forward. But self-love is one of those things, man, where it could be dangerous too, because once you get into that cycle of loving yourself so much, you become selfish. You can become selfish only to your needs and nobody else's needs, which is, it could be a dangerous game because I'll give you this. So I had one of these good acquaintances I lived with back in like 2014, 2013, 14. And this man went through some hell. Like, I can just tell his life was just crazy. He was abused by his dad and bullied by his dad. And kid was, skinny, grew up skinny, just like me. But the one thing that this kid had was he was so fucking smart. He was so fucking intelligent. It was mind-boggling. But he used that intelligence not to to get access over his fears and his insecurities, but he used his intelligence to get very logical and philosophical on people and just use logic to fucking destroy people, which I'm gonna be honest, like, he became so numb to other people's feelings that he just did not give a fuck. And there's a balance. Like, it's cool if you want to do that, but I feel like that balance of self-love, like, I know my nigga did not love himself. Like, I know it. We've had talks about it. And it's just because of how he grew up. The perceptions that he gave to himself. Like, the last time I talked to him, he was going to go to the military, so I don't know what the fuck happened to him. I hope he did go to the military. That'd be dope. But anyways, these aren't examples to bash anybody because I know nobody can defend themselves. These are just examples to basically help you get an understanding of other people go through shit too. It's just finding a balance of loving yourself and still being selfless. Okay? Anyways, just remember, man, when you are going on your journey, tips and tricks to help love yourself, do things that you want. Do things that you find appealing to your soul, that are positive, that are beneficial to you. So if you want to go on a run, go on a run. You want to hit the gym, hit the gym. You want to go and ground yourself outside, go ground yourself outside. You want to read a book, meditate. You want to play video games, play video games, man. But learn how to love yourself. Learn how to do it. And it's step by step, day by day, patience. I always say love yourself, but, some people don't know what that looks like. And I want to tell you this. Picture yourself as a kid, and nothing can go wrong. And picture yourself playing in the street with your other friends, football or basketball or tag or whatever, and feel that feeling that you felt when you were a kid playing with those other kids, how you were on top of the world, and how nothing could affect you. Not even the other kids. The other kids would say something crazy and you'd be like, no, whatever, let's keep playing. Like, and kids had that instinct to just let go of shit. Like, you ever heard a parent cuss at a kid and then the parent's like, oh, I'm sorry. Kid's like, you're okay, mom. Like, kids let go of shit so easily. Get back on your kid shit, dog. Get back on your kid shit. Let it go. Love yourself. Live in your imagination. All right? Anyways, this is your boy Real Malfunction. I appreciate you guys for coming out, always watching my videos. Drop a follow, drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment if these videos are helping you guys out. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I will see you tomorrow with the next video. Last but not least, if you guys would like to learn from my mentors to grow your YouTube channel more effectively, go ahead and click that link in the description, dog. We also have another program coming. It's going to be strictly on Facebook. And this course is actually going to be pretty dope. And you could probably learn way more stuff than in this link. So I'll have that at the next video. Last but not least, make sure you guys dig deep. Find yourself. Find the love. Use it. I'm out. It's your boy Real Malfunction. I'll see y'all later. Peace.